Hello everyone, you're on to Healthy Options with Mommy. Today we'll be making Nigerian style egg sauce. This egg sauce is very good for boiled yam. You can use it for plantain, you can use it for bread, you can use it for a number of things. Of course, I'm making a few changes I'm sure you will approve of and that you will like. Come with me as we make this. I know for sure you will like this. Please, if you've not subscribed, don't forget to do so by hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you. So for our Nigerian style egg sauce, we'll be needing some diced tomato, onions, eggs of course, scotch bonnet peppers, any vegetable oil of choice, curry powder, just a tiny pinch of crayfish. I like to put just a tiny pinch because it gives it depth. If you put too much, it's going to take over the whole dish. But just a tiny pinch will give it some depth because I don't use stock cubes. I look for other ways to enhance my dish. You won't even notice it's there, but it actually does a great job. You need salt, of course. We need garlic. Yes, I use garlic in my egg sauce and a lot of it too, but depending on taste, you can cut down on how much garlic you use. Trust me, you will notice that it enhances the flavor a great deal. Then of course we need green bell peppers. So first things first, I've been heating up my pan and I'll just be pouring on the oil onto the pan. Oil goes into the pan. So our oil has been heating up and we'll be adding the onions. So I'll cook this until it just becomes translucent. Then we'll add on the other ingredients. Meanwhile, I like to add on my salt at this stage. So I'll be adding on just a bit of salt because I also had to add on salt in the egg before pouring it in. So it's just where we want it to be. I'll be adding on the garlic now. So the garlic goes in. I'll be adding the curry powder as well as the crayfish in this stage. Crayfish goes in, the curry powder goes in. I'll just cook until it becomes aromatic. So right now I'll be adding my tomato at this stage. Once you're done stirring, you add on your scotch bonnet peppers. We'll let the fluid in the tomato dry up before adding on the remaining ingredients. So we'll come back and show you what it looks like once the tomato dries up. So while our tomato sauce is cooking, we'll be prepping the eggs. So I'll just be adding on some salt. It helps to boost the flavor. Also add on the bell peppers, the green bell peppers, into the egg. I do this because I don't want to overcook them. They are usually the last things that go into a sauce. Then I add on just a tiny pinch of garlic. This is optional. We already put some while cooking, but I've noticed it helps with the flavor, so I do that as well. Beat this to bring it all together. So that's what we have there. So I'm just going to wait for the tomato sauce to dry up, then we'll be adding on the egg mixture and then we'll serve. So right now our tomato has been able to dry up to a great extent. You don't have to worry about all that oil you see because the egg is just going to soak it all up. That's how you know your tomato is dry, when the oil begins to come up in the surface. So right now we'll be adding on our eggs. So I like to pour it on top. When you pour, try not to mix. I usually pour, then turn down my heat to low heat and I cover. What it does is that it makes the eggs come up in chunks by the time they are cooked. So I'll just be reducing my flame now to low heat and I'll be covering the sauce with a lid and I'll come back and show you what it looks like in it. We'll be opening the pot now for you to take a peek of what it looks like inside. So you can see it's beginning to form and I'll be giving it a stir now. The good thing about reducing your flame is that you tend to stop your egg from burning at the base, so that once you lift, you can notice that the base is not burnt and your eggs are able to form those large chunks that makes your egg sauce look gorgeous. So right now I'll be turning up the heat as I stir, because turning up the heat will help it to finish up cooking. You can see there's still some places that are yet to be formed. So I'll turn off the heat and I'll still give it a little bit of time to finish cooking. So I'll still close the saucepan with the heat turned up. This will just take a few seconds for it to finish its thing, then we will serve. So that's how I would usually like to serve my egg sauce with some boiled yams. I hope you give this recipe a go and let us know what your take is on it. Remember, you can have this with bread, you can have it with potatoes, you can even have this with rice. Please do give us a thumbs up if you like this. Thank you.